Hello and welcome to a new series called The Story Of, where I'll be covering a cinematic approach to the stories and narratives in the games that we love. And to begin this new series, we are covering the story of Once Human. At a certain point in time, humankind was shown the nature of their fragility. An apocalyptic event has torn the fabric between the known reality and the void form whence the spark of light and evolution begins. Familiar voices linger, offering an eerie invitation to a new form of awakening or something more sinister.
Our lives have followed a long path. But eventually, all roads reach their end.
Still each breath.
Our world is broken, stagnant, fallen into the abyss. But everything is born from darkness, even the universe itself. Now, do you see it? A glimmer within the void. The spark of life still burns, and evolution forges a new way forward. Once your faith overcomes despair, once you move beyond death, once life returns to this world, we'll meet beyond that path.
Liquid nitrogen, negative 195.79 Celsius. Physical movement or brain function, not detected. Subject status, stable. Dagger still stuck in the sheath. Inspection 481 complete. Requesting a higher power outlay for the isolation chamber to prevent any further outages. What's that? Security breach. Security breach!
Once Human opens up on a lab somewhere, somehow. Your memories are spotty, released from some kind of holding cell. A search of the area speaks of experiments and testing done on a lone subject, but much of the details are redacted. Escaping from the chamber, we see some kind of supernatural event has ripped the facility to shreds. Fragmented memories flash through our minds, suggesting we were once attuned to a device being held in another chamber for testing. We meet a strange entity that is clearly not from our waking world. This is V, and he's able to fill in some of the blanks, but also brings about more questions. He needs our help, and we need his.
Well, it's good to see another face. I thought I was on my own. And you're a metahuman, too. I don't know who you are, but I know what you are. You awakened the cradle, and that's something only a metahuman could do. You've lost your memory. Do you remember who you are? It must have been that fluctuation just now. It trapped me in the cradle. It could have robbed you of your memories. You can call me V. It seems that our interests are aligned, metahuman. I came to secure a deviation. A paper butterfly. But I think something must have scared it. Right now, though, we need to move. I can show you the way out of this place. But only if you help me complete my mission first. All right? All you have to do is listen to what I tell you.
With V guiding us, we make our way through the torn lab, carefully dispatching the otherworldly creatures that seem to have crossed over, the deviants, a perversion caused by prolonged stardust exposure in humans and other natural life forms. It seems to contort their natural existence with randomized influences from their world and ours in a twisted, horrific mutation.
This is a life form that has been infected with stardust. It's called a deviant. Our world has been overrun with deviants ever since Starfall. Ordinary humans can't take high levels of stardust exposure. When they do, they end up just like that thing. But you're a metahuman. You should be fine. In fact, if the conditions are right, you might even be able to use stardust to your advantage.
These clues are strewn around the lab and speak of a top-secret Project Butterfly. A particularly powerful deviation surrounded by butterflies has escaped containment in the lab. This fluctuation leaves a supernatural after-image imprinted on our world, so naturally, we reach out to it. We're whisked away to a mid-realm, some kind of anomaly where the memories of a scientist and his prodigy or project are stored.
My name is Victor Hammett. What's your name?
I don't know. All I know is that I'm a monster. My mother, my father, and everyone else. They're gone. And it was all my fault.
Hey. Try and stay calm. I'm here, and I will do everything to help.
It's no use. No one can help me. It would be better for everyone if I just leave me alone. Please, don't waste your time on me.
I'm afraid I can't do that. And you're not a monster. In fact, you're very, very special. You just need to learn how to control your power. Once you do that, you can help fix this broken world. We can do that together.
Our connection to the supernatural allows us to witness these imprinted memories between Dr. Victor Hammett and a subject named Mitsuko.
My butterfly, it's flying.
Yes, your first deviation. And look how gentle it is.
I remember my name now. It's Mitsuko. It means child of light. It's my first creation. I will create more.
These visions introduce us to a faction being formed by Hammett known as the Mayflies, a group he's forging to rebel against the evolutionists to turn around whatever plots they seem to be forming.
To challenge the evolutionists. And I think I finally found it. You. Hey, we can secure other deviations. We can use them to forge a new path and bring about true evolution. This will be the Mayflies' mission. This is why we'll fight.
Mayflies?
That's right. Mayflies. Small, yet invincible. Humanity may seem puny now, but we'll prove we can endure.
We navigate our way out of this space in Rift Time again with V's help and further discover how our abilities allow us to interact with deviant entities.
Deviation. We found it. Reach out your left hand and see if you can feel the rhythm of it. Then try and secure it.
We witness a convergence of worlds that shows Mitsuko's location after she escaped the facility.
V, you made it back. You're still alive.
Yes, and look what I found. A meta, only just woken up. They were kind enough to activate the cradle and set me free.
Thank you, metahuman. Your help means a lot to me. You can call me Mitsuko. I used to be a metahuman as well. Rosetta did all kinds of experiments on me. That is, until V saved me.
Mitsuko is a very special meta. She can sense even the tiniest fluctuations in the stardust. It's thanks to her that I was able to take refuge in this place after Starfall. You're safe here.
Yes, the butterfly is an emissary of sorts. I wanted it to help rescue other metas. The recent fluctuation must have startled it. The important thing right now is to secure it and ensure its safety. See that thing in the center of the room? It's a device for securing deviations. This makes them more useful and safer to be around.
Mitsuko is a conduit of sorts with a special affinity for stardust fluctuations. She introduces us to a good form of entity brought about by this crossing over of worlds, the deviations. The butterfly is her deviation and an emissary to us, also the namesake for the top secret operations conducted in the Rosetta lab.
The butterfly is recovered. I think it likes you.
We understand that Rosetta is the clinical organization behind these experiments and the fallout they brought. Through V and Mitsuko, we learn that we too have an affinity for and ability to control and channel the powers of deviations and the difference between them and the more sinister, corrupted deviants that have come through to our world.
Deviations can be very dangerous if not taken care of. They can radiate stardust, which can lead to all kinds of unpredictable consequences. This is why we created the Mayflies. We make cradles and securement units to keep deviations contained. We're finding ways for humans and deviations to live in harmony. This is our best chance of cleaning up Rosetta's mess.
No one's exactly sure what they are. Just that they're not bound by the physical laws of our world. They came from another dimension, something we call rift space. When deviations get stressed, they release stardust. We think this brings our world and rift space closer together. Sometimes it becomes possible to pass between the two planes of existence. And when that happens, all hell breaks loose. We believe that's what caused Starfall.
Some deviations are friendly, like the butterfly. But others, like the ones inside monoliths, are extremely dangerous. It's not practical to secure all of them, but if we can learn more about them, maybe we can find ways to live alongside them. That's the goal. You must be prepared. The stardust just keeps spreading, and we aren't sure why.
must have gotten through. Come on, Meta. A deviation from another world just entered this space, and it won't go down without a fight. Take the butterfly with you. It can help.
Our purpose in this development is becoming more clear. Discover and hone the powers of deviations, learning to live in harmony with them, while working to restrain and confine deviance and the threat that Stardust pollution poses on our living world. The stakes become clear in a confrontation with a rogue deviation turning deviant that has entered the sanctuary of Dr. Hammett's cottage.
This siren, so strong. Summon the butterfly. It will fight alongside you. Now you'll see for yourself what it's capable of.
Emerging victorious from our first real confrontation with the deviants, V and Mitsuko are more focused on what must be done next.
Damn. It escaped.
That was a difficult fight. Just driving it away was enough. And it's all thanks to you, Meta, for saving us.
You're tougher than you look. That's twice now you saved me. Yes. Mitsuko created this rift space. A refuge from the dangers of the physical world. Or so we thought.
Do you think that deviation will come back? What if it returns with greater disruptions?
It's possible. We can't just sit here and wait, though. Meta, will you go back to the physical world with me?
Take the butterfly with you. Put it in your cradle. That way, I can lend you some of my strength. Hopefully we'll meet again one day, when the Stardust is stable enough. It looks like this is goodbye. Good luck, Meta. Before you go, if you have any questions, I can try and answer them for you. That's what Rosetta does. At first, they just locked deviations away. But then they figured out that deviations could be harnessed to make humans stronger. That's when they started their experiments, in the name of human progress, creating meta-humans like me and you. To Rosetta, we're the future.
And they're not wrong. Meta-humans are mankind's last hope. We were created by Rosetta, but we don't take orders from them anymore. We left. We call ourselves the Mayflies now, and we do things differently.
About 20 years ago, Rosetta triggered a major stardust fluctuation during one of their experiments. As a result, some great ones slipped through, entering into our world. They brought increased levels of stardust with them. That poison has seeped into every corner of our world now, spawning countless deviants and other dangers.
No one's exactly sure what they are. Just that they're not bound by the physical laws of our world. They came from another dimension. Something we call rift space. When deviations get stressed, they release stardust. We think this brings our world and rift space closer together. Sometimes it becomes possible to pass between the two planes of existence. And when that happens, all hell breaks loose. We believe that's what caused Starfall.
Good luck, Meta.
We will look to reconnect with Mitsuko at points where the stardust stability allows us to communicate. With some parting knowledge, she informs us more about deviants, deviations, the mayflies, and the importance of our mission. We take our final steps out of the Pocket Rift and Dr. Hammett's sanctuary to ingress on the living world.
Look at that. 20 years after Starfall, and the world is still infested with stardust. It looks like the monoliths here have been reactivated too. They might hold the key to all the stardust pollution.
Again, with V's help, we land safely on the ground and begin plans to start our investigation and important work of combating the deviant influx, as well as find answers to Rosetta's part in the events that caused this near-apocalyptic catastrophe.
Now that we've made it, let's set up a territory. Nice work. I've managed to unlock some memetics from Mitsuko. If you access them through your cradle, you'll be able to craft and build what we need.
With our mission ahead and a few friends to guide us along, we set down roots to begin our investigation. Stay tuned for the next episode as we continue the cinematic exploration of the story of Once Human. I'm Twin Six and Ties. Please like, subscribe, and help get the word out if you enjoyed this narrative take on the story, and we'll see you in part 2.